Hello YouTube, this is Vyvex, and I wanted to do this video hopefully to be helpful to other players like me. This video is going to be focused around what most players call oricas, and I find it extremely difficult to find both regular pictures of cards to make into oricas so you can make your own, and also finding out how to, actually produce them. And so I wanted to make a series of videos that go over that, but mostly this one is just going to explain a little bit about like what oricas I use and stuff. But the other videos should be more helpful, and I'll explain a little bit like the oricas I use and why. So first up, I have like 3 Elemental Hero The Shining. So this was one of the harder pictures to find for me, like just the pictures without the words or the stars or anything. So a lot of the times you'll run into that problem where you'll either find the picture or it's way too small to use with good quality, or you just won't find a picture. And so in times like that, you might have to go for like an extended art version. You just find just an art picture of the regular card and just do a whole card version of that. I'll get more into software and materials and stuff in the next video. This one I'm just going to explain like how I make them and why. So these, so far they're just printer paper, not printer paper, I'm sorry, photo paper. And so photo paper you can get with either a laser or inkjet printer. Inkjet though is harder to find the other materials for, but you can still find them. So the oricas I have right now, they have actual cards behind them, and so you can remove and such. Right now there's random commons, but what a lot of people do is they actually they remove the actual cards and they put the orica picture in their place. And for some of you who don't know, oricas, they're usually not tournament legal. Actually, I don't think they're tournament legal at all. And so I bet now you're wondering why people get them, and that's because, one, they look cool and they're different, and also because like you can play them in locals. You just probably have to explain and make sure that you have all the cards, all the legal cards anyway. You just have to probably talk to like the head judge or the owner of the store or something. So that's typically how I make mine. They come out pretty high quality even for just photo paper. And in other videos I'll explain how to make them, like, what you see, super, hollow, all that type of stuff. I'll get into that. And so I've been making these for, I don't know, a month or 2 now, just trying to get the hang of it. Like I have 3-0, and I'll explain the differences that I've made over time. These are my most recent endeavors. I also made 3 Gaia. And now we get into some of my older ones. These ones are still, a couple of these are still heroes, but I have 2 Elemental Hero Great Tornado, and I'll show you the difference. So as you can see, the stars for this one, they're kind of small and like in the corner, versus this one where they're like really big and noticeable, even though they're faded, so you can still see the picture. Also, this one, it was just a lucky thing that I already did it, but the actual effect box and name, they're fitted to the card, and so they're not scrunched up like this one, Elemental Hero Ocean. I think this version just looks a lot better and more professional, but unfortunately I made a couple more like this, because these were my first attempts. But I think the newer version is a lot nicer, so you might want to take that into consideration when you're making your oricas. Also, I made 3 super polys just for heroes. I like heroes, and they have a lot of cool art. As you can see, these ones, they don't have any special art, but this is an example of extended art. you just take the picture of one card and you fit it to the card all nice, and then you just put the effect box and all the stuff that you need to know about the card in there. And always try to have the effect box and the name and all that faded enough that you can still see the picture, because that's kind of the point, not to have it restricted to some little box on the card. Let's put all this away and then I'll move on. Chimera Tech and Black Rose. These pictures are some of the more easy to find. Like, you can find her probably no problem. She's a little harder to find, but you can still find her rather easily compared to the heroes. But again, these ones were actually my first two, I think. I think it went Black Rose, she was my first one, and then Chimera Tech, she was my second one. And so that's why I still have them. I haven't fixed them because these ones are my first two. The other ones, I can't find them, so. And then you can also use this method without all the effect boxes and names and all that. You can just print off a really cool picture in your photo editor to make some really cool tokens. Like, I'm into a show called Sergeant Frog, and so I like making little tokens with them on it. So you can use the same method, except you don't have to put the name box or anything, so it just looks a lot cleaner. I'll make sure to give you guys like the dimensions and stuff, all you need to know to make them. I'll post that in my next video, and so until next time, I don't know when I'm going to post this, and so I can't give you an estimate about when the next one's going to be, but I'll try to keep it consistent. But until next time, guys.